Good day everyone, Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is October 7th, 2022 with a weekly analysis for the first week of October. And without wasting any time, let's go to the chart, see what chart tells us. Alright, so here is S&P 500 monthly chart. And as you see here, the overall concept is we are in a secular bear market, and there is no doubt about it. Whenever we just close and stay below SMA 20 on the monthly chart, we are in a typical bear market. And I just want to show you, for those ones who are just new here, here is 2001, and here is the December 2000. And as you see here, market just hold up pretty well below this SMA 20, but look at the price action. This is a very typical bearish consolidation, coming down and then reacting to the SMA 50, just a dead cat bounce, another lower high, and the final bottom happened in 2002, which is just almost I would say that was kind of like 18 months, or I should say for S&P it's going to be 2 years bear market. So that is for 2008 that happened, ended up to 18 months, which is 2007 top, reacting to SMA 50, goodbye kiss to SMA 20, bearish consolidation here below SMA 50, and then sharp sell-off after that. When we have this parabolic move, it means that we are just passing the bearish momentum quickly, and that would be just a parabolic move to the downside, so the bottom is going to be sooner. But for another like a bear market, we can just it can just take time. Like it took I believe 2 years. This one took just 18 months. Anyway, so the purpose of showing this is whenever we are establishing and staying behind or below SMA 20, that would be the bearish sign for the market. And also SMA 50 on the monthly chart, that would be another bearish signal for the market as well. So just be careful on that one, just because lots of people are just referring to the sentiment. Sentiment by itself could be misleading, and I will cover that in a moment in this video as well for the sentiment. So right now we are just staying below SMA 20. We are going to have like a probably consolidation, a bearish consolidation. Months of November, December seasonally would be bullish for stock market, not just like 2018. So as you see here in 2018, December was bearish, November was a little bit bullish, but after January, just the stock price or S&P just took off to the sky as well, just prior COVID crash. So seasonally, this should be kind of like, I would say, consolidation phase. We are not going a bit lower. We can go a bit lower, but we are not massively going lower. At least that's what I am expecting. And we cannot, I would say, we cannot go above 4100 at all in the monthly chart. Okay. Going to weekly chart. Weekly chart actually shows a better idea. That's where are we heading to. We had SMA 200 in weekly chart bounce, and sure enough we have it like a shooting star. Some people are saying this is a bearish candle, but I would say no, this is not bearish candle, especially when you are at the bottom, or at least in a capitulation phase, or everyone expecting we are at the bottom. Why? Because the bulls have power to just lift up the price all the way to here. I know bears coming back and sell a lot, so pull the bulls back, but this means bulls are taking over somehow, especially last week on Friday, I believe, Monday and Tuesday was pretty good for the market, like over 10% rally to the upside. So that tells me bulls are on control if they want to. Right now they are not involved just because they think the price is getting lower, or bears are more stronger, but or have a upper hand, but right now I would say this candle is not bearish. This could be neutral, especially we are just a closing touch above this pivot low here in June 11th. So I know we just have like a nominal lower low, but a price could catch up a bit and close above this. So I would say just keep an eye on that. Probably we will get a bounce. However, you know my analysis. I'm bearish. I'm not bullish. So this is going to be a tradable bounce, and we just nailed it once. And I just signaled another Nasdaq trade just in my channel, Sophie Financial Networking Telegram channel, and we are just a bit underwater, but the stop loss is very tight because this is a bear market. When we are getting a very, very good bounce, we are going to load on short heavily, as we did September 12th, and also after that on Apple trade we did it as well. So we had very, very good trades on the short side, but we should wait. We should wait to have a better opportunity. Always patience is the key. So don't get into the trade or into the position too early, just because it's gonna just burn you if you are not in a good skill. Okay, we are. I'm kind of like still in the camp that we will get a bounce, probably to 38, 36, which is the maximum stretch that I am expecting. Or I don't know, in ideal scenario we can get back to SMA 20 on a weekly basis, which is very, very rare, and we need to have a good fund behind that. But otherwise, still I'm just looking for a bounce as a shorting opportunity, as I said, to going down to this area, probably 32 to 3400. That would be a great targeting price for the downside. All right, moving on to daily chart. Here is the daily chart, and we had a very, very sharp sell-off, and I would say bloody day today on Friday, just because in the morning we had NFP, and NFP was better than expected. So good news is going to be bad news for the stock market, just because inflation pressure is high, and Federal Reserve just signaling many times that the job market is pretty high, and we don't want to have like this hot job market, just because it's going to bring up the inflation. So they want to slow down the job market. They want to cool down the job market with interest rate. And as you see here, every single month they're just increasing 0.75 basis for the interest rate, and market just digested as like bad news for the stock market, just because when we have a better than expected NFP numbers, Federal Reserve will push higher and higher, and will take a more hawkish approach toward to the interest rate, and they're going to increase it. So market just slammed down all the way down to here to 36.19 close out, just the last 10 minutes or 15 minutes, just a bit gain, just because they're just covering their short position. And we are getting close to October low. If we just take out this October low, we are going to see a very, very I would say bloodbath is coming to the market. I expected market just have like a bit more push to this area. Still I'm looking for, to be honest. I know that it sounds crazy. For the last 2 days that I just post video analysis, I told you we are heading for another bounce, and still I'm just looking for that one. At this time, kind of like based on my calculation, market needs to go to the higher level. Probably that's going to be A, B, stretch the B, and then C is going to getting to this area, and then sharp sell-off coming down. So again, this is a bear market. Don't get into long position if you are not comfortable. So in bear market, any retracement to the upside is going to be shorting opportunity, not long opportunity. So don't take my word if I'm saying I'm looking for a bounce. Some people are just getting into the long position heavily just because I myself or someone else is saying this bounce is going to be huge. No, yeah, we can have like some tradable, a nice bounce like this. So we got involved here in this bounce, I remember that, and we just had very nice gain just because this is worked out based on my cycle, and we just got into short position here. Remember folks, we just got into the short position here just because we noticed that, okay, this bounce is done and over, so the short opportunity is coming. Right now we are looking for another short opportunity, so any bounce to the upside would be short opportunity. Don't get heavily or crazy into the long position, even if you are getting into the long position as I do. So just put a tight stop even if it goes lower, just because there is a more probable chance that stock is getting lower rather than higher. So any bounce would be short opportunity. Any low here would be a potential tradable bounce trade. So just be careful with those words, be careful with your money management, so don't burn out your account. Okay, so that's for S&P 500, and I'm going to show you about the other indexes. I'm going to analyze Nasdaq and gold as well in this video, and also sentiment. But before getting to that one, I'm just looking for the sentiment now. Alright, so here is a fear and greed sentiment for CNN, which is very popular. As you see here, we are at extreme fear. So this is very normal. In bear market, you will see this sentiment indicator is below 50 most of the time. So when we are getting into like a greed or extreme greed, that would be great short opportunity. When we are down here, so we are just waiting for a bounce. So there is a difference between that. We need to combine these ones. I just want to put some educational material in this video as well, as I tell my student as well. When we are in a bear market, so the trend is down. So basically just watch it. Trend is down. When we are getting to the extreme greed or greed, so that's going to be a certain short opportunity along with price action. When we are at extreme fear in bear market, this extreme fear can stay there for long time. So don't get me wrong, we can see a series of lower low in price, and extreme fear stays there for a while. So don't get into any trade just because we are at extreme fear. I know that it was like 18 and we had very nice rally in 2 days, a sharp bounce, so that gauge goes up a bit, just catch a bit like 18 points. But you see that. So after just 2 days, stock came back to the bear market nature, and we will see this one still there in extreme fear. Next one is AAII. Oh, sorry about that. So the next one is AAII, which is pretty famous for all people. This one shows a gain. So the bears are taking more than expected, like 54% of the market, or of the like members in this survey. They're just saying that for the next 6 months they're expecting market is going lower and lower. So this is a record high. This is one of the, I would say, the most bearish that I've ever seen since 2008, and that is 60% of the people last week told us that they are bearish. So when we are getting to the extreme 60%, you saw that there was a nice bounce from the low or off the low. But right now, still we are in a bearish sentiment. Sentiment is low, and just bulls just catch a bit, just 23%, which is nothing compared to this one. Even it's less than half. So it means bearish people are taking the control right now. But this should change. Like in a very short bounce, this can easily change to the bullish side, and that would be, to be honest, a great short opportunity. And the last one I just want to talk about the sentiment here is PCC, which is put call ratio. And put call ratio, if you remember last time I just covered this in put call ratio video or sentiment analysis. I told you when we are getting there, it's going to be very bullish for the market. And we were there. If you just compare it against S&P 500, if I just want to add S&P, just give me a second. S&P here, scaling your price. So you see it, this one, we were very down there. So S&P were down, or S&P was down actually, and and this one is very bullish. Signal is bullish. And right now this one is coming down. S&P is just catch a bit compared to the last week. So this is weekly chart, by the way. So if it goes down here, that would be excellent shorting opportunity. Probably index is going back up there or somewhere. I don't know. But again, so I'm just looking these indicators along with price action. I don't want to just rely on this one just because this could be very misleading. All right, so let's go to Nasdaq. So monthly candle for Nasdaq is reacting again the same price action like S&P to SMA 50 on the monthly chart. However, as you see here, Nasdaq is stretching more down, dipping more down in this consolidation area. S&P were here while Nasdaq is stretching down just because heavy tech stocks are coming down, especially if you can see with Amazon, with Facebook, with Google. So there is no surprise if you see Nasdaq is coming down. Again, the same price action for Nasdaq. I think we can just get the maximum target to 12,000. Even if we get that one, I'm not sure, to be honest. But next week would be a pivotal point for the market. Any upside movement next week, that would be great shorting opportunity. That's what I'm saying. So just be careful on that one. Going to weekly chart. Here is the weekly chart, and as you see here, we are getting below SMA 200, and we just close below SMA 200. Still, today we just touched another nominal lower low. So that is very important, just because we stretch nominal lower low and then we close above it. So that's very important for the Nasdaq for this week. However, we are into this I would say weak demand area, but it reacts very well. So we need to close above SMA 200 next week if we wanna be back to bullish momentum, at least for a bounce. I'm expecting prices bounce from here maximum to 12,000, but this can be just a very short lived bounce, and this can go down all the way to here. So I'm just looking for a Nasdaq probably for the next 3 to 6 months, especially to March of 2023, which I talked to my subscribers, and I will talk to you probably later. But price action tells me that we are in ugly secular bear market. So any bounce would be short opportunity. Any good bounce would be great and excellent shorting opportunity. So, but for now, stochastic and also divergence in RSI and MACD tells me that we are getting into one of this significant bounce. I don't know where that bounce is starting, probably this week with this nice narrow body bar at the below. So that would be probably a good sign of the bottoming formation, at least for tradable rally. But this again, this we need to have like a more confirmation. We cannot just rely on one candle. Going to daily chart, a daily chart for Nasdaq. Again, we are coming back to this monthly or weekly demand area, which is pretty wide, as you see here. And this, if I just zoom back a bit, you will see we are getting back to this November, October 2020, which this W pattern results to this nice rally. And also, I would just again looking for a bounce probably to this area. And if this dangerous day finished by a follow through in positive on Monday, then that would be a relief for everyone. But to be honest, when we are getting close, and we just closed below June 22 again, this is not a good sign for bulls. So there is a mixed signal for sure. S&P is more stronger than Nasdaq. Nasdaq, to be honest, is very weak, and because Nasdaq is kind of a leading indicator for me, I would say any bounce would be very short lived, and that would be very small one, especially after last 3 days price action. it doesn't give me a good signal. I would expect, to be honest, a bullish consolidation here to spike higher. It didn't act like that, so price just failed this pattern consolidation. And the only thing that I can say is if you go to 4 hours chart. So in this 4 hours chart, we are just reacting to 78% Fibonacci, and we should hold this one. Otherwise, this 78% can easily fail. So this is our trade. We just get long here, and stop is very tight because we don't want to lose any money. And this area would be very, very around the corner. So I would say that's going to be target around the corner, and there is a very, very high probability that this trade get a stop loss. I know it's going to be risky, but odds are in favor of bounce. But if we get a bounce, that would be very, very quick. So we will see how it happens and how it works. 11,800 to 12,000, that would be the maximum target that I have for Nasdaq. That would be great area based on these areas. These are a great resistance area, I would say, or a fake supply area. So just keep an eye on that one as well. That's going to be a good opportunity for target. All right, so that's today's weekly analysis, first week of October. It was kind of mixed. It started with hope but ended up to disappointment. So we will see how it goes next week. All right, if you like this video, please smash the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Have a fantastic weekend. Oh, before I forget, happy Thanksgiving everyone in Canada. So we will have Thanksgiving on Monday, and it's going to be long weekend as well. Enjoy your long weekend, folks in Canada, and enjoy your weekend around the world. Have a fantastic weekend. See you on the chart. Bye bye.